Experiment. Can we rely on AI to give us correct Islamic rulings or answers? We asked ChatGPT for an answer and compared with a Mawlana discussing it. ChatGPT's answer to the following question: what is Ayatollah Sistani's ruling on Tatbir? Was as follows. Ayatollah Sistani, a prominent Shia marja, source of emulation, has issued a clear ruling against the practice of Tatbir. Tatbir involves the act of self-flagellation with swords or other sharp objects during certain Shia religious observances, particularly on the day of eSHIA, commemorating the martyrdom of Imam Hussein. Ayatollah Sistani has stated that Tatbir is not permissible under Islamic or Sharia. He considers it harmful to the body, and more importantly, detrimental to the image of Islam and the message of Imam Hussein's sacrifice. He encourages mourning and commemoration through non-harmful means, such as prayer, contemplation, and peaceful gatherings. Therefore, according to Ayatollah Sistani, Tatbir is forbidden and goes against the principles of Islam and the spirit of Imam Hussein's teachings. Now let us see what is Ayatollah Sistani's real stance.
Among our Maraji, there is difference of opinion on this issue. There was a time when there was no internet. Communication means were not that fast and so vast. People used to do things in their own environment, and it would be confined to their own environment. Those days, our mujtahideen didn't really have any issue, because they say as long as you do it in a way which is not going to permanently damage yourself or harm you permanently, it is fine. Now things have changed. You do something in Zanzibar, people in Toronto come to know more earlier than the other neighborhoods in Zanzibar itself. Okay, I'm just giving an example of the distance we're talking about. And this is where media and the pictures are many times used to portray a group negatively or positively. Keeping that in mind, people like Ayatullah Sistani, initially, about 15 to 20 years ago, if you asked him, he would give you an answer that if doing zanjiri matam is going to portray your community and faith in a negative light, don't do it. So he put the onus on the individuals to look at their own circumstances and then decide whether they should do it or not. But lately, by looking at this controversy, which has become very extreme among the Shias, there is an opinion among the Maraji, it's absolutely not allowed, and there is another opinion which says, no, you should do it. Do it, do it, do it. This is the response of one of the Maraji. You know, home maro, 3 times he repeats that in Urdu actually. And so you have those two extremes. And in this environment, now you go and ask Ayatollah Sistani, he says, don't come to me with this question. He says, I don't want to answer this question at all, positively or negatively, because he realizes whether he gives one answer or another, the controversies will still be there, and he will be adding to the fuel that in the fire of controversy which is going on. So basically, I think I would still say the wisdom is with his earlier response, that you will have to look at your own environment. If it is going to give a negative image for the community and Islam and Tashayyu, then refrain from it.
Lesson learned. AI will give you the answer it was programmed with. Sometimes its answer is correct, sometimes incorrect, and sometimes half correct. It is unable to provide any nuance or context per se. It will reflect the biases of its programmer. In conclusion, do not rely on AI to answer your questions pertaining to Islam. Talk to a reliable scholar who is an expert in the field you seek your answers in.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.